If we're not working on infrastructure and we're not working on our social programming, then we're not going to reduce crime.
And we all know 153 has to be more than just a number for all of us. Each of those 153 deaths sent shockwaves through people's lives.
Like this little boy, Tyron Payton, not even 2 years old before someone fired shots into his family's car, killing him and putting his mother and father in the hospital. There was 25-year-old Raven Parks killed after shots broke out at a nightclub earlier this year. What about 19-year-old Daisy Martinez, shot in the street just while celebrating her heritage on Mexican Independence Day? And 4-year-old Legend Talaferro, shot while sleeping in a fort of pillows and blankets in his own house. Each victim had a story, they had goals, they had dreams, and each have family members left wondering why they were taken, in some cases, at such young ages. This morning, and in all of our coverage of Kansas City's staggering homicide rate, we are trying to help find answers on how to make it stop.
41 Action News reporter Charlie Keegan spoke to a former police sergeant who was on the force back in 1993. Charlie, what did he tell you?
Yeah, this sergeant told me that right now Kansas City's in uncharted territory. He said 2020 is unlike anything he's ever seen before. Spoke to Sergeant Dave Bernard, who retired after 31 years of working in this building, more than 20 of which were in the homicide unit. He said right now he can't imagine how busy detectives inside that homicide unit are. He says the detectives, the forensics lab, the crime scene investigators, they must all just be working around the clock. He says, though, that detectives find motivation in solving a case.
It's intensely satisfying. I mean, it's the crowning jewel in all the hard work that you've done. And I say you, meaning a squad of detectives, because one detective doesn't work a case, and solve it. It's a team effort.
So when we talk about solving cases, so far in 2020, KCPD says it's cleared 46% of its cases compared to last year. By the end of 2019, the police department had cleared 43% of 2019's homicides. They have, of course, Ray and Taylor solved a few of last year's homicides here in 2020.
Charlie, what did the retired sergeant say could keep violence from happening?
Well, unfortunately, like everyone, he says there's no easy answer to that question, Ray. No magic wand to wave and stop all this from happening. He says a lot of it will take time, and it goes back to building relationships between the police department and the communities. And he says a lot of conflict resolution training could make a big impact as well.
All right, Charlie Keegan reporting live for us this morning. Charlie, thank you very much. We'll hear more from that officer throughout the morning.